Hi, my name is Talitha. I am a member of the milk community as well as a mom of three, a business owner, and I am a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo through the International Taekwondo Federation and a second-degree black belt in the Goju Shori weapon system. And I am here talking about those what-if moments. This is something that's been really on my heart a lot. I had a friend come up to me one day and she said, I was out hanging out with my friends and we were doing all the right things. We were in a group. We were making sure we were aware of our surroundings, and still there was this person there that just made me super uncomfortable, and I couldn't shake that feeling. What would I do if I got grabbed, if I got hauled off? What would I do? Because she had no knowledge, and she knew I was in martial arts, and so she was like, what is the proper techniques? And I said, well, proper techniques are not what you do to get away from poor judgment. I mean, obviously it can help, but you still want to be aware of your surroundings. You still want to be in a group. You don't want to put yourself in a dangerous situation. That's always step one. And in the 90s, there was a really big push for that, which is awesome. But what if you are in that situation and you find yourself where you can no longer say, I already did all the right things? What if you get caught and somebody does grab you? So that's what this is all about. We're going to be showing you a couple of just easy techniques that you can do to get away from somebody. And obviously the goal of this is to not decimate your opponent, but to get away from the attacker and then find help. If that means you run to the nearest person, help me. You run to a police officer, you run to a bartender, you just go find somebody. Or you just get in your car, lock the doors, and go. This is not about being a vigilante, it's about self-preservation. My uke, which is my partner in this, is actually going to be my son, because I can find someone else who would be able to do it today, and I wanted to get these out there right away. So my son Isaac, he's 13, he's going to come up and he's going to do the attacks for me. You'll see in this situation, I'm not a large person. I'm 5'5", and he's already almost taller than me. So when I am attacked by someone, this is very different than if a large man was to be attacked by someone. Their defense strategy is going to be different. This will not work in all attack scenarios, but it's nice to have an idea of what you can do if this were to occur to you. So today's what if moment was based on her direct fear. She thought, I'm walking past, what if he just grabbed my arm and just started walking away? All of us have that fear. Go ahead and grab my arm, Isaac. If you get grabbed by someone while you're walking, their expectation is that you're going to start to pull away. They're going to set themselves up to be able to drag you without you being able to break free, right? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to not resist. I'm going to move into that attack. Here, come this way a little bit, bud. And that is going to actually throw my attacker off balance. So if he's pulling and I move into it, it will help throw him off balance. Okay, step one. So go ahead and grab my arm. As he's pulling, again, I might resist a little to throw him off and then step in. Now what I'm going to do, because of where his hand is, I'm going to trap his hand where you can see his thumb and his fingers aren't quite wrapped all the way around my arm. I'm going to move it backwards and I'm going to put him into an arm bar, pushing him away, and I would run the opposite direction. Now that's just the way that he naturally grabbed me. We haven't practiced this yet. What if he grabs the wrist? Go ahead and grab the other direction this time, like this. Here you can see he actually can grab his fingers all the way around, which is going to make it harder to break free of that lock, right? So same thing, if he starts to pull me, he's expecting me to resist. Instead of resisting, I want to move in to throw him off balance. You can see that also helps set up his arm to put it into a lock. I can either do the same sort of technique where I come behind him, putting him in a wrist lock here, or I could move forward and take him down backwards. There's multiple options here. These are things that you can do, but the number one technique is to get away and get help. So if he grabs my wrist that way, other way again, bud, I just want to break free. Always think where their fingertips meet is going to be the weakest point. So if he grabs, start to pull, please, and starts to pull, I am going to move in to throw off his balance, and then I'm going to do something, whether that's come around the back putting him in a wrist lock and breaking the hand free, pushing him away and running, or perhaps it is coming across the front, breaking free. Now the other thing you have to consider whenever this happens is they are not usually passively standing there with that other hand. That other hand's probably going to be up in a fist, right? So if he's up there in a fist when he grabs me, whichever way he grabs, I do not want that fist hitting me in the face. So I am going to come in, trying to rotate it so it's uncomfortable for him to get his fist to my face. And then I'm going to move into my next technique, taking him down. Thank you, Isaac. Now this isn't all-inclusive, this is a very brief. I wanted to introduce you to what our plans are, and what I'd like to hear is some of your guys' what-if questions. What is your question about scenarios or situations that you might find yourself in? And we'll do a more in-depth breakdown of how you might break away, get free, and get to help. So if you could please comment, maybe send us a message, say, hey, what I've always worried about is this. And we'll go ahead and get some of those going. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are having a great day.